welcome back to episode 14, part 2 of Rich and Matt's House of Horrors / and everything else.
Oh yes. So basically, this is the part where we're going to talk about, like we said, everything else basically.
Not horrors.
No. Any films we've recently watched, any films we're looking forward to coming out, and all that sort of stuff. And I suppose I will start. And so basically, like, recent one I actually watched. I watched The Fighter.
Good film.
I mean, it's a great film. Christian Bale, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
The girl's bloody name, it's going to bug me now. The girl's name, she's in Superman.
I hate you to Emily. Emma? No?
Nope. Yeah, she'd redheaded bad anyway. It's going to bug me as well. But yeah. So and it's a really, really good film. And yeah, so basically it's actually based on a true story, and it's about two like fighters. So
it's a true story, no?
Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, so it's like Dickie Eklund, who's a like it's a well-known boxer in like what was it? Was he the 80s?
Yeah.
Well, it was around when it's like Sugar Ray Leonard and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it was the 80s.
So basically like, and then like he got hooked on like drugs and that sort of stuff, and then like his like brother, it's Mickey Ward. He was basically also a boxer, and it sort of chronicles like basically like him like sort of working his way up, and then like basically getting his like title shot. And it's a really, really good film.
That's a good film. That or The Warrior? What's better?
I was also watching that. That was the last film I was actually watching. I was watching that at work today.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like both of them a lot.
Don't sit on the fence. You get splinters.
The Fighter.
I'm going Warrior.
I do love Warrior.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy, I think, is a fucking awesome actor.
Yeah.
And he's English.
I
actually watched a film with him called
Legend.
No, Locke.
Oh yeah, like he plays the Welshman.
Yeah, boy.
That was a weird one. That was though.
That was highly recommended to me by quite a few colleagues, and I quite liked it. Pretty much takes place in his car.
Yeah, it was...
you know, it goes to show like the depth of an actor when they're the just the main point, basically. Like, you know, they're the main star, and it's pretty much them.
Yeah.
So he's in a car talking on a phone, and that's pretty much what it is the whole film.
Yeah,
but
talking
it's good,
to his wife and girlfriend, though. Yeah. I saw it a while ago. It's a bit like Ryan Reynolds in Buried, where he's just the only one.
Yes, and then you got obviously Colin Farrell in that phone booth, he's the main star. Obviously, there's other actors in that, but he's the main central point, isn't he? You know, so, but yeah, I would say The Fighter's better than Warrior, but I do like both of those films.
Yeah. It's hard for me to rate them between. I like them both.
Yeah.
That's the last film I watched.
Oh, sorry. So, Warrior is basically about Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton. Yeah, he's an Australian actor, and so it's basically about two like brothers once again, and they pretty much get into the world of like mixed martial arts. So like Joel Edgerton, he's got a wife, kids.
He's a teacher, isn't he?
And he's a teacher, and he fights on the side. He used to be a professional fighter, and then he's now a teacher, and so he still fights on the side. And then you've got Tom Hardy, who's like, I think he was in like the army or something like that, and kind of thing. And so basically, like he gets put into, he gets kind of mixed up in like the world of mixed martial arts, because there's a like a £5 million jackpot for the winner of a tournament. It's got Kurt Angle in it.
Kurt Angle, Nick Nolte as well.
Nick Nolte, yeah.
He
plays dad. Yeah, of both of them.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Very good film. Very good film.
Predictable, unfortunately, but
yeah. I think if you haven't seen it, it's highly recommended, and they're actually both on. It's on Netflix, so they're both two very, very good films. Because I just bring my iPad into work and I just sit on my lunch break and watch stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's another one I watched and I rate this film so highly. Both what me and the missus do is it's The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and it's got Ben Stiller and Kristen Wiig, and oh god, what's her name? Something Khan. Can't remember her name, but she's very funny. It's American comedian basically, and basically, so Secret Life of it's Walter Mitty. So Ben Stiller, he's a bit of a daydreamer kind of thing. He like goes off in his own little zone, and you know he basically works. It's actually got Sean Penn in it as well, and he basically works in. So he works for it's Life magazine, which is obviously that was a real magazine, wasn't it? And yeah, so basically like, he's kind of like the one who develops the photos and all that sort of stuff, and. Yeah, so basically, like it's pretty much him, and he's just that's his kind of like life, and he fancies Kristen Wiig, who he works with, and yeah, so like I said, he's a bit of a daydreamer, and then like something happens. He tries to find it's like Sean Penn, and like Sean Penn's like a freelance photographer, and he goes to all these crazy places, and he takes photos and all that sort of stuff, and then like he's got to track him down, and then he goes to like places like Afghanistan. Goes Norway, Iceland, and that sort of stuff, and just does crazy. He has crazy adventures. It's a really, really fun film, and it's a film I could watch over and over. It's to me, it's that good. Like that. If it was on, I would watch it, and I would highly recommend you to watch it. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. Simple as that. Everyone's got their opinion.
I've never fancied it, but I will listen to you, my esteemed colleague, and I will watch it.
It's good.
And I will tell you what I think.
I'm personally a fan of Ben Stiller. No,
I'm not the hugest fan.
You see, then that's going to, obviously, straight away, it's going to put you on a downer. But, like, it's not his goofy comedy, though. He ain't like Zoolander sort of shit, you know what I mean? It ain't like, sort of Meet the Parents. It ain't like that goofy sort of Ben Stiller. It's kind of it's got its comedic parts in it. But it's a bit of a serious, kind of like a bit of a drama as well. And it's pretty good. I will watch definitely highly recommend it.
I will watch it. I think the last film I watched was Ride Along 2.
Haven't seen it yet.
Which was probably an unnecessary sequel to the surprise hit that was Ride Along 1.
I really like the first one.
Kevin Hart kind of annoys me though. He kind of annoys me. He's like the next line of the Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. Now it's Kevin Hart.
So the first time I saw him was obviously in The 40-Year-Old Virgin, where he's got a little cameo in it. Where so you got the it's the main black guy in it's The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and then Kevin Hart comes in and he's trying to like sort of get the hook up on some it's electrical goods sort of thing, and basically like those two have a bit of dialogue between each other, and then like it sort of gets a bit like they're gonna have a fight kind of thing. It's basically good. It's good. 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's very funny, I think.
Can't remember that film that much.
It's funny.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, so Kevin Hart's obviously in Ride Along, and he's a stand-up comic as well. Yeah. And I actually think he's actually very, very funny. But yeah, I'll watch part 2 and I'll see. What
I liked him in what was the film with Will Ferrell? Get Hard. I actually didn't mind Get Hard.
I'm personally a big fan of Will Ferrell.
So am I.
I think he's I've basically said before, like if you could have say 2 comedians to actually play you in your life story, and like my 2, I'd pick Jim Carrey and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
You?
Never thought about this. You kind of just...
I just put it out there, man. I just threw it out there. Like,
I mean, most people would want Jim Carrey because
he's great.
It's Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's done so many good ones. He's had a few misses, but like he's done so many good ones.
Oh, Jim Carrey in his prime was unreal.
Dumber man.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura 2.
Base Mask as well.
The Mask. Liar, Liar.
Yeah, he's had some big hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, basically...
Ace Ventura. So I'm still thinking about the spear, but my mind's gone now.
So what, in part 2?
Yeah. When he says, throw me the spear! Genius.
Alright, that's it. No one messes with the do.
Okay.
Or touches. No one messes with the do.
Brilliant film.
Both 1 and 2. I think 1's funnier than 2.
Yeah, but 2's got the spear.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I take from it.
Yeah.
But
I like you. Spits.
Oh.
Yeah, so
yeah. But yeah, going back to Will Ferrell, I also watched Daddy's Home. I watched that at the cinema. I like him and Mark Wahlberg together. They're a good team.
Yeah, they have very good chemistry. They're also in
The Other Guys.
It's The Other Guys. That's a very funny film.
Yeah.
That's got cameos from The Rock and Samuel L.
Yeah,
Jackson.
that's what I was just going to say.
Hilarious film.
That bit. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
It's just so good. When it happens, you're like...
And it's the music. It's
Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
Space Other Guys is a very funny film.
Yeah,
as well.
it is.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, I'd probably say my favourite film of all time is Goodfellas. I can't say enough not good about that film. You see that I do love my gangsters, but I'm not a massive Godfather fan.
No, I'm not a good fan.
There are a lot of people who are, and they say it's the greatest ever gangster sort of thing going. No, for me it's Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Godfather 2 is better than 1.
I haven't seen Godfather 2.
It is. And kind of a lot of people think that as well. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who say, no, the first one, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I personally, I basically love Goodfellas. I mean, you know, fucking Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci,
Radio.
Yeah. And it's actually based on a true story as well.
Again, gangsters isn't my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not into gangsters.
So it's based on that a guy, based Henry Hill, and who's played by Ray Liotta, and he goes, so like, you know, he always wanted to be a gangster, and then, you know, he like grows up to be one. He was always hanging around with them, and he grows up to like be a gangster, and then obviously when like the FBI and that end up catching up, he goes into witness protection, and he ends up ratting on the mob and all that sort of stuff. But like that into the end anyway. Kind of
He
thing.
just kind of spoiled the whole film for the people who hasn't watched it.
The majority of people have seen Goodfellas, man, and that to me is a fucking awesome film. 2.5 hours, I could watch that like over and over.
Everyone knows my favourite, so
Jaws
by far.
Yeah.
Perfect film.
Also love Die Hard. I'm a big Die Hard fan.
Die Hard's your favourite action film, though?
Favourite action film, yeah.
See, mine's The Raid.
I do love The Raid as well.
The Raid is awesome.
2's better than 1 though.
They're both awesome, and 3 is going to kick ass.
I'm looking forward to part 3.
Yeah,
with,
Tony Yar.
No, I say Tony Jaa.
I say Tony Yar.
Tony Jaman. But yeah, Tony Jaa. You know, if people don't know him, he was also in Fast and Furious Part 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's also known for like Ong Bak.
But if you haven't seen The Raid, I really recommend it.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
And as a little surprise for you, my little friend Richard is going to perform a joke because I really want to see this film.
Yeah. So this was something from my childhood. Okay.
It's got nothing to do with film. So
by the way, there's more. Hi. My name's Tommy. My mom's Tommy, my dad's Tommy, and my little dog is Tommy. One day I was driving in my dad's car and I said, Dad, go faster. Dad, go faster. No, Dad, I did. Oh, sorry about that. He did dare me to do that. So. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, so this is kind of what it's going to be like, basically. Every week, so it'll be 15 minutes of based horror films, and then it's 15 minutes of every other type of film. Any films we just recently watched, any films we're like looking forward to that are upcoming, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is what it's going to be going forward, and we'll also have a sports show. We're looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. So don't forget to
click like and subscribe.
And then leave comments, and yeah, we will see you, base lovely people. It's next week.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.